Cut like a guillotine.
The Fort Mojave Indian tribe is from the heart of the Mojave Desert along the shores of the Colorado River. Our reservation spans the vast range of the tri-state area encompassing the lands of California, Arizona, and Nevada. As time passes, our elders remind us that we've been here since time immemorial and have been placed here by our Creator to protect our deserts and everything in it. This responsibility can be a lot to think about, especially with everything going on in our lives, such as school, sports, powwows, and bird gatherings. RezCast, a production of the Fort Mojave Tribal Youth Diversion Program, was created by the youth for the youth to help create space to share our thoughts and feelings as we learn more about traditions, speak about pop culture, and think about current events that impact our lives as tribal youth. With the support of our community, we've worked hard to learn how to use new equipment, speak on microphones, and build the confidence to share our thoughts, even when it makes us scared. Throughout this journey, our RezCast crew will help guide conversations while we talk through important topics, speak with special guests, and learn from each other. In this episode, we are joined by Audie, a young voice of wisdom, student of culture, and reigning junior Miss Fort Mojave. Tune in as her mission is to dig deep and discover the special parts to becoming a tribal success and cultural powerhouse. Today, our first guest is the lead singer of Rez Life and a Fort Mojave Tribal Council member, Johnny Ray Hemmers. With each opportunity we get to participate, the stronger our connection becomes to our people. We are learning that our songs and culture are more than just music and language. To us, they speak of who we are as a people. Join us and listen to Councilman Hemmers as he shares with us his journey of who he is today.
How about yourself, Audie? What would you have to ask Johnny as far as what you want to know from him?
I think, well, I have a lot of questions, but I think my main one is what made you want to start getting into your culture?
What made me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think anything made me. So when I was younger, I grew up with my grandmother, and my grandmother took me everywhere there was bird. She took me to every funeral she went to, from here, Parker, Yuma, and all around the other areas around here. So every funeral she went to, I went to, and there was bird there, right? And then we went to how everyone goes to these gatherings. We were doing that when I was your age, and we were the only group doing that at the time. And besides Geneva Evanston's group, she had a group back then too, and she would travel. But I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. And when I first heard bird, I couldn't get enough of it. Like when I heard it, I want to hear it every day. And I would, till this day, I still get lost in it when I hear it. So it was, I guess, you can say it was inside me, I guess. I don't know. Because till this day, I want it all the time. I want to hear it all the time. But that's how much I wanted to hear it every day. So I guess being brought up with it, I guess, made me go after it more. I was fortunate to have a grandmother that took me everywhere. So yeah.
We are learning that if we want to grow into people who can help our community, we must learn how to overcome our fear. In this next exploration, RezCast crew member Luke, a force on the court and a young voice of our bird songs, Luke is steadily growing as a culture keeper. One of our very own RezCasters who has been putting in the hours over the last few years to learn how to protect and share songs of our people. Listen as Luke talks with our special guest about the fear that can come from starting something new, but finding the courage to do it anyway. Join us as we follow Luke and Councilman Hemmers to learn about the beginning of Res Life Racing.
How did Res Life start?
Ooh, good question. Good question. So, I was about 17 years old. And at that time, I really was starting to get into bird. I was really getting into it, singing all the time. And I just started singing with Tyrone and Warren. So those are the original. Oh, and Mig. Mig was the original Res Life bird singer. And we were singing all the time with each other. And we always talked about, well, we got to go sing at a powwow. We got to go sing at an event. And we never did. We were too shy. I guess we didn't think we knew how to sing bird. But a V powwow came up, and we're like, let's go check it out. Let's go enter the contest or whatever. So we went over there. There was no contest, but they were just having, bird groups come up and sing. And so we're like, okay, we like to sing. And they're like, well, what are we going to call our name? What are we going to say? What's our name going to be? Because we didn't have a name, right? And we were like, I don't know. And then Levi, you guys all know Levi, right? Mm-hmm. Levi came up to us and he's like, all right, you guys going to do it? I'll sing with you guys. I said, yeah, but we don't have a name. He goes, right off the bat, he goes, just say Res Life. And we all looked at each other. We're like, yeah, Res Life. So that's how it came about. When I was 17, 18 years old, I believe. Around that time, Levi came up to us and he said, just say Res Life. And we looked at each other and we're like, yeah, that's it, Res Life.
Many of our RezCast crew are peer mentors. We help younger youth with homework or play board games with them when they want to hang out at our RezCast headquarters. Now we will hear from a few of our peer mentors that have had the chance to work with our younger youth.
Are there any experiences you guys have had that, as being a peer mentor, that really stick out to you?
Like one of my first days, it was me and Johnny, and we went out to eat, and Nathan and Noah were making us laugh really hard. We kind of got in trouble because we were laughing and everybody was looking at us. But it's really fun sometimes, Yeah, that's something that really stuck out to me.
That's pretty cool. What's your commentary on that, Johnny?
I want to add on to what Julissa said. It was really funny because I'm not going to name who, but someone ate a pepper from the greenhouse, and the reaction was priceless. It was by far the funniest day in general to happen ever since I've joined here. So it's been really cool and fun here.
I just like helping the kids with homework and like laughing with them because it's like really funny just like watching them like do their homework and like tell me like what they're like learning about right now, and just like because it's like it's funny. It's just really funny.
As we grow, we begin to learn how to take moments to reflect, to look back at our culture, our traditions, and continue to bring it into our future. We are learning how to make time to look at our actions, to pause, to think about how it's going to be better for who we are now and who we hope to become.
When I get upset, I usually cry. Either that or I just like completely stop talking because I know that I'll say something that I don't mean, or something that I'll regret. And like Audie said, sometimes I'll go in my room and I'll reflect. And so that's kind of how I overcome it. I just like isolate myself because I wouldn't want to be around people when I'm like that.
We hope that you take a walk with us, lend an ear to the extraordinary stories that are about to come. Join the RezCast crew as we move forward in this new journey we are about to embark upon.